There are events that mark a season, and then there are those that mark history. Heart of Fire isn't just a crystal, it's a test. It is the manifestation of the purest, most brutal, most ruthless power. For years we've seen characters rise and fall, heroes shine and fade. But now a new fire rises from the bowels of Kavan's forge. A fire that offers us an opportunity to bring together the best, the most fearsome, the most essential, champions of a generation. This video is not a simple talk, it is a guide to forge your destiny, to know who deserves that gem upon awakening that is so hard to get, who's ready to move up to rank 3 or even that coveted rank 4. Because what you decide today can define your path in the future of Battleroms, raids, alliance wars, and any combat where your glory is at stake. So sit down, adjust your summoner, because we're going to go down to the core of this crystal to the tooth and find out who the 6 fire warriors are. That is, the top Cs of the Heart of Fire crystal. And we start with position number 6. And even though it starts from the bottom, make no mistake, Apocalypse is synonymous with unstoppable evolutionary power of mutant supremacy. This character doesn't stand out for immediate explosive damage. No, he's a machine that builds on itself during combat. The longer the fight goes on, the stronger it gets. His super attacks 1 and 2 apply key disadvantages like bleed, poison, pain, and when you combine these disadvantages with his hard hit that resets and powers them up, you realize that Apocalypse is not playing, he's passing sentence. In addition, his specials do direct energy damage, making him a real threat against champions, with physical resistances and in defense or yes in defense. He's still a monster. His animations are long, his health is enormous, and his natural resistances make him a wall. Many still tend to see their shadow in the wrong node. Now you need the ability awakened at all. It only adds a healing to him when he's not fighting, and you send him on a mission, a minor utility. Don't invest your event gem here, save it for the next stop. Mind you, his ability to make Horsemen of the Apocalypse into allied mutants is a strategic gem. But he doesn't need to wake up for that. What is the recommended range? Rank 1 if you're not going to use it as to main rank 2 if you give love but no more. Apocalypse is the patient titan who doesn't run because he knows the final battle will always be his. In number 5 comes a being that oozes poison from every pore and whose damage is not only biological, it is relentless, abomination. Immortal is the living poison that Kavan has reformed to return it to the battlefield and now more dangerous than ever. Before he was limited in Battlefront, his own power turned against him, but now with frustration he is no longer held back by rival regeneration mastery, nor do they lose damage with resistances. It's free now, and when it's released, it burns like acid in raw flesh. His game is clear: apply constant poison to the opponent, and then, when launching Super Attack 2, those poisons transform into acid burn. The result: brutal, cumulative damage that melts even the most resistant. Mind you, you need to handle the pace of the fight well. It's not for fast-hitting players, it's for strategists. Immortal Nullification needs the duplicate. Yes, increases the limit of self-applied poisons and also extends the duration of acid burns. But he deserves the gem? No, not yet. Those who come after are going to need it much more. The promotion: rank 1 without duplicate or rank 2 if you have duplicate, but its maximum potential does not exceed top 3. Immortal Abomination: it is a constant acid rain. It does not sweep with fury, but if you underestimate it, it will consume you without realizing it. At number 4 comes the Beast, the mystic terror of the cosmics, the relentless hunter, Tigra. If you master it, I assure you it changes the rules of the game. Her ability to apply Chain Neutralize renders any upgrade-based champion useless against her. It just shuts them off. His style of play is elegant and ruthless technical. With the hard hit, you can dodge projectiles with millimeter precision. And when the enemy thinks he's dodged Zas, you burst it with a strong charge, accompanied by an explosion of ruptures. Super attacks explode disadvantages, and those explosions do hurt. Tigra is a technical bomb in expert hands. Its problem that you have to learn it is not for everyone, but when you master it, there is no going back. His awakened ability is totally crucial. It lengthens your senses from the start, something vital to entering the fight strong. If it's not duplicated, you're not seeing it shine. Gem of the event, of course, yes, without a doubt. And if you know how to use it, it is one of the best investments you can make. Range 3 insured and range 4. If it is your main mystic, Tiger does not roar, lurks, and when it attacks, it leaves no survivors. The podium opens with a veteran, a man without powers but with willpower that eclipses the gods. Nick Fury, director of SEAL, lethal strategist, and in this crystal, a defensive and offensive beast that needs no introduction in defense. If you don't have a mutant to fight him, get ready. Nick scales his loads and missions with one like a freed beast. He becomes unblockable, presses you with quick attacks, and if you manage to knock him out, you have only awakened the real monster. His second life is a nightmare, immune to stun, active fury, and 30% slow degeneration. Result, it forces you to play with surgical precision, or it will overwhelm you and the attack is not left behind. Its missions prevent the enemy from automatically evading or blocking, and its bleeds, weak and strong blows that explode in damage. When you finish a combo in a weak blow, what more do you want? Of course, without Awakened Solitude, it is not the same because that second life does not appear, and that is what gives it its iconic character. So the gem does deserve the awakening. What's more, the higher your level of singularity, the longer your second life will last, and the more pressure it will put on defense. Rank 3, fully insured, and rank 4 if you want it for competitive content like war or battlegrounds. Niche Fury is not a superhero. He is the ultimate human threat. You saw it look like a shadow of tomorrow and now. Ant-Man from the future is here to stay, the most underrated for weeks. He now reveals himself as a hybrid monster, as offensive as he is defensive. You want him as an attacker? You just need to intercept and build your nano toughness to the max, and with a couple of super attacks, 1 to improve the damage, you cast super attack 2 and bang energy bursts that pop whole bars of life. It is one of the best sustained energy attacks currently in the tech class. You prefer it in defense, you're going to cross it and you're going to suffer it. It deflects attacks, desire, passive robustness. It stuns you, and if you don't master the rhythm, you are finished. He is one of those champions that if you don't have the perfect counter, makes you lose the fight with just a couple of mistakes. His unique ability is not essential for damage, but it is essential for survival. Gains 90% resistance, bleeding, and incineration, and at the end of each handicap it heals. Also, if you take a hard hit that takes more than 10% of your life, you gain a regeneration boost. In short, it does it all, it does it well, and on top of that, it makes it hard to deal with. Does it deserve the event gem? Yeah, the range, I would say a range 3 minimum range 4 if you have it doubled by 200. They walk from the future, not only dominate the present, it is the weapon that comes from tomorrow to rewrite the goal, and friends, we reach the end of the road to the top of the Heart of Fire. Kabam has dropped a bomb, and his name is Darphenis, an exclusive character locked behind 400 points from the event with no plans to return. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and if you miss it, you may miss it forever, and you will say, it's worth it? Yes, it's worth it. All in defense is a living nightmare. You have safeguard, damage is reduced per hit, forcing you to play long-term. She becomes unstoppable after Super Attack 1. She gains a copy of power, leaves you rooted with Super Attack 2, and when you think you have defeated her, he becomes immortal and all his hits are unblockable. Do you want to dance with fire? She's the fire on the attack. She doesn't fall short, she needs time, yes, but by charging her flames and launching Super Attack 3, she turns the Nova Flame into a constant, one that melts rivals mercilessly, and being energetic, few champions can resist her attack. His awakened ability is brutal. It increases its prestige. Let us remember that it is the top 4, its durability, its loads, and makes it more fearsome than ever. At 200 is just terrifying. Gema del event deserves it totally and with honor. The promotion, I would say, directly to rank 4 without any type of scale. Darphenix is not a champion, it's a warning. A new chapter in the game, and you decide if you are ready to write it with Fire's 6 champions, 6 ways to understand power, 6 paths you can take or ignore the event. Heart of Fire isn't just a challenge, it's a poisoned gift. He gives you the best, but he demands the most. Spend your gem wisely upon awakening. Think before ascending to rank 4, because in this fire it will only stand. Darphenix will be your jewel, Adman of the future, your shield or tiger, your blade in the shadow you decide. Forge your fire, and if this video has helped you and if you have felt that the hype has burned like never before, leave me a like. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with your alliance. May the fire spread. May the community burn with emotion. This has been the top 6 of the event. Fireheart, I am your voice in the shadows and you have the last word. So friends, thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.